Hello, happy Monday. How's everyone doing? Today's episode number 67, I believe, or 68, one of them. Haven't missed a day. But today we're going to be talking about why you're failing, why you consistently fail, why you have to keep restarting all over again every single time. And the reason why I did this is because everyone seems to have problems with regards to goal setting and with regards to actually meeting their goals because they forget one key factor, which I'm going to reveal to you today. It's actually not really revelatory, but it is backed by a lot of science. I'm going to share some of that with you. So I'm going to share with you why you keep failing, what's the one thing you keep forgetting to do when you're actually goal setting, and how that's going to actually transform the way that you do goal setting moving forward. So this is it. And by the way, happy Holi today for all my Hindu people who are watching this. It is their day of festivities today. And I think it was 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. So happy Holi to you. So this is it. The scientific lowdown on how to effectively set records, set goals and succeed and set records if that's what you're looking for. And as you probably maybe think, because it's not that obvious, that it's not just about visualization and setting a board. You know how we're taught, and I'm sure you've heard this many times before, where you're like, well, if you have a vision board, you can kind of imagine what you're looking for. Then you have a direction in which you're actually going towards. Well, that's not the whole story. Because if it was that simple, anyone that could draw something or clip something, some from the magazine, put on a board and look at it every day, then they would get it, right? No, that's really not the case. Because if that was the case, then everyone would kind of get what they are looking for. But it doesn't work that way. There is one ingredient which I'm going to share with you. Now, this is a hint at that ingredient. And this is basically the thing that most people are kind of overlooking, which is having a specific goal. Now, what does specific mean? And the other one is having a difficult one, but having the awareness that it's going to be challenging. Specific, challenging. So having something specific, anyone can say, okay, I'm going to gain 30 pounds of muscle, or I'm going to lose 30 pounds of fat, whichever one. And then the only reason I'm picking the whole weight thing and the fitness thing is because I'm very good at it. So that's why, if I wanted to gain muscle in the next 3 months, I know exactly how to do it. No drugs, but I know exactly how to do it. So, but there's an ingredient that I do subconsciously. It's become subconscious, but I actually have done it consciously. And that is the awareness that it's going to be incredibly hard to get to. And so that is the ingredient. And I'm actually just going to say it straight up. It is the ingredient. And I'm going to back it up by a little bit of science. This is me pulling some weight. My weight plus more weight. There are many key principles on goal setting, but there is one thing that we often forget. Now, if you're ready for it, I'm about to tell you the most common reason why we fail once you start pursuing. See, I told you I'm going through this thing. Okay. Now, before I go through this, I want to talk about self-control. Self-control is being able to fight your addiction of the chocolate bar and not reach for the chocolate bar. And science, it's kind of common sense, but science has proven that the easiest way for you to not do something or to, stop yourself from doing something harmful is to not start in the first place. Once you don't start anything in the first place, obviously that's where the challenge is to fight that urge. Because if you say to yourself, oh, just a little bit, I'll just do a little, or I'll just miss one day, or I'll just won't do this today, or I don't feel like doing this today. If you just do that one bit, then it just becomes kind of like a snowball effect. So the key factor is for you to stop yourself from saying just one bit or just one day, or I'll just miss it just one time, or I'll just sleep in just once. Once you start doing that, then you're hitting a reset button to your goals. That's why you keep failing, because you're negotiating with yourself. You're saying, man, I'll just too hard right now. I just won't do it now. Well, I mean, good luck because you won't get anywhere. So goal targets, difficult but possible. And I put the word there, belief. Now, here's the reason I put the word belief is because the difference between you setting a goal and achieving it and you setting a goal and not achieving it is you actually convincing yourself that you can actually achieve it. It's that simple. Just believing to yourself, just actually even lying to yourself to say, hey, look, like I can do it. Well, if I can't do it, who else can? Right? Or if I can't do it, no one can. So I mean, if you really, and I mean, a lot of people are watching this. By I mean a lot of people, I mean like 10, 15 people. But still, a lot of you are watching this, and many of you, and I see who's watching this, by the way. You think you can hide from me. I actually see who's watching it. So the people that are watching it, you guys are actually high achievers. You guys are go-getters. So you guys know what I'm talking about. But I bet you anything, you guys still have some goals you haven't reached. And I'll tell you why you haven't reached it. It's because you haven't set that one thing, which is not self-belief. You do definitely have self-belief. And I'm taking a pause right now because you should think about the number one challenging goal that you haven't set yet, or you have set during the 2024, but you probably haven't done it for some reason. Or you probably let it go in the first week, or probably in the second week, you're like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. Forget about it. I'm not going to do this. Well, I'll tell you this right now. I started several things in the beginning of the year, and I have yet to let them go. Am I proud of myself? Absolutely, I'm proud of myself. Am I trying to boast and trying to tell you that, hey, look at me as an inspiration? Absolutely look at me as an inspiration, because I can tell you right now, before the end of 2024, big things are going to happen because I believe it. Remember, belief is a thing. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to see it. And you're going to see it right before your eyes. That's how confident I am that you're going to see it. And the reason I'm so goddamn confident is because here's my schedule. I wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, come back home, I do my shake. And then I work. I promise, that's what I do. I work. I work up until around 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., 7:30, and then I go to work. And then I work. And then I come back home and I work. Do you see how I'm still wearing my scrubs? I work. And then I eat for a little bit. And then I pray. And then I sleep and I repeat. Literally every day. I know this is Ramadan. So the sequence is a little bit different. But it's literally been the exact same thing every single day since the beginning of 2024. And I haven't relented. Is it hard? Absolutely. Am I seeing the results? Very slowly. Have I gotten to where I want to be? Nope. Am I getting there? Absolutely. So that's how I'm so confident that before the end of 2024, big things are going to happen. So I hope you're on the same path. And I hope that if you're looking for inspiration, I hope you can see me as a point of inspiration to say, hey, look, if he's crazy enough to believe in himself, to believe in his goals, to believe that he can actually do whatever he sets his mind to, then gosh darn it, I can too. Yes, you can. So set your goals right. Set them right now. But the one ingredient you're probably forgetting is that you're forgetting how hard it's going to be to achieve it. This here is a study. Women who imagine that the path to weight loss would be an easy way of losing an average 24 pounds. Oh, sorry. I'm going to read this again because I just screwed it up. Women who imagine that the path to weight loss would be easy lost an average of 24 pounds less than those who imagine themselves having a hard time resisting the temptation. So now check this out. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to imagine yourself conquering this goal, whatever goal it is. Okay, let's take this example, losing 24 pounds. So you're gonna think about it and you're gonna start daydreaming. You're like, man, it's gonna feel so good being in this clothes, going on the beach, having everyone look at me. It's gonna be amazing. But this is the ingredient you're missing, is that you are not thinking about all the difficulties that it's going to take for you to get there. Not eating the junk food, not going to McDonald's, screw McDonald's, not eating French fries, not ordering the pizza, not eating the burgers, not eating the chips. You know what I'm talking about. going to the gym, hitting the cardio. I know you hate cardio. I hate cardio. I think every human hates cardio. But that's the difficult part. You got to think of that. You got to plan according to that. You got to say, "Hey, look, I know I'm going to hate it. That's part of the process, dude. Just do it." Okay? Check this out. And this goes not just for weight loss. This goes for if you're a student or someone who's looking for high paying jobs, same thing. You got to think of all the obstacles, all the people ahead of you who are looking for the exact same job. Single individuals looking to form long lasting relationships, same thing. Think of all the difficulties. Seniors recovering from hip. These are based, by the way, all studies. These are all studies. Like, I didn't come up with these. They're good examples, but they're studies. So this is called mental contrasting, which is mental contrasting is when you are daydreaming about what you want to get to, what you're thinking about the good things that it's going to happen after you achieve your goal. You know, those good feelings. And there are scientific studies that prove that having these good feelings and kind of concentrating on them motivates you. But what gets you from failing is you thinking ahead in terms of all the obstacles you're going to go through. Once you think about all the obstacles you're going to go through, then it's just a matter of, oh, I know this is going to happen. And then it happens. You're like, all right, no problem. I thought of it. Right? It sucks. I know, but I have to keep going. Oh, there's the next one. Yes, I already thought of it. And if you haven't thought of it, put it down in terms of the obstacles so that you can look at it and be like, all right, yeah, that's right. So you don't have to keep resetting every time. You don't have to keep convincing yourself and negotiating with yourself so that you're not going to miss a day in the gym. You're not going to eat that junk food. You're not going to, whatever it is, sleep in or sleep late. Okay? Stop making these excuses. Be stronger than your excuses. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I believe in you as I believe in myself. Have yourself a great night. And as always, keep smiling. Good night.